These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories right now from ABC15 Arizona. And ABC15 is following up on the fatal mass shooting that happened at a restaurant in Glendale over the weekend. Police are now asking for help to find 3 more people of interest, as they're being called, linked to that shooting. The request follows identification of 3 other people earlier this week. The success proving your tips can make a difference in advancing this case. We are working to get an update right now from Phoenix police after skeletal remains were found near Tovery Castle. That's that building you can see from the 202 in Washington Street. Police say a crew was preparing to demo a nearby older home when those remains were found. Details are very limited as the medical examiner will try and identify this person. In the state of education now this morning, we are following up on the school closures set to take place in the Roosevelt School District. The district tells us they plan to honor each of the schools they are set to close by holding different events over the next few days. The district voted to close the schools as it tried to get a handle on a $5 million budget deficit. The first event is tonight at VH Lassen Academy. There will be an end-of-era block party starting at 5. The schools close at the end of the school year. It is Teacher Appreciation Week, and SRP is making a big difference in our community, granting $200,000 to 55 teachers for innovative classroom projects focusing on STEM. More than half of the awards going to Title I schools. Teachers, if you're interested in applying for a grant, we did check for you. And the next application period opens up for you in November. Our Smart Shopper team is always finding ways for you to save at the grocery store, but certain tariffs could hike prices at the checkout line. Scripps News Group consumer reporter John Matarese takes a look at some smart buys to tariff-proof your pantry.
Think about some of the staples you have in your pantry. I'm talking about things like canned vegetables, sugar, and rice. Well, it may be worth a trip to the store to stock up on some of those items that come from outside the U.S. that also have a long shelf life. What are some of the things in our pantry that come from other countries and could be impacted?
Everything from coffee to sugar to vanilla to olive oil.
Kristen McGrath with the savings site The Crazy Coupon Lady looked at the 9 grocery items to buy now just in case prices start to rise.
Well, obviously, you can't stock up on fresh blueberries or fresh bananas, but you're saying there are a lot of things that you could go out and get right now and keep.
Yeah, so all the items we looked at were things that you can keep for a year or more if it's sealed and kept in a cool, dry place. Chocolate chips, it's going to depend on the milk content, but if you're buying darker chocolate, that can keep for up to 2 years.
Other staples on the Crazy Coupon Ladies list: canned pineapple, canned tuna, jasmine rice, and canned vegetables.
With tariffs on aluminum, some of the packaging costs might also be inflating the cost of some of these items as well.
McGrath tells me she isn't seeing huge markups on individual items just yet.
We've seen tuna going up by just about 3 cents an ounce.
But when you add up all the things that you bring home to your kitchen every week, she says you soon should start noticing a bit of a difference.
She says shoppers shouldn't panic buy, just stock up when they see a good price.
And hopefully making their pantry a little less vulnerable to tariff cost increase.
And that way you don't waste your money. John Matarese, Scripps News Group.
With your most accurate forecast on this Friday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres, and it'll be a toasty one, to say the least, with temperatures starting off this morning in the upper 70s at 8 o'clock, heating up to 95 at noon, which was our high yesterday. And for the afternoon, calling for a high of 103. That's more than 10 degrees above normal. Not only that, we're under, once again, just like yesterday, an ozone high pollution advisory because of the sunny skies and light winds in place, allowing that ozone to build. So if you have those respiratory issues, asthma, COPD, bronchitis, you want to limit your time outside. Not only that, if you can help lessen the air quality concern, consider carpooling, riding public transit, such as the light rail, or working from home if possible on days like today. Highs in northern Arizona in the 70s for Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low, 80s as you head throughout Gila County, and 100s throughout the lower deserts. It'll stay hot through Mother's Day weekend, with highs as hot as 106 on Sunday, then cooling down next week. Flagstaff, slight chance of a shower tomorrow at 10%, and then cooling down into the 60s as well, beginning on Tuesday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com, or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.